What's up, everybody? It's Isaiah with Everybody Fitness and Look Better Naked Boot Camps. I'm going to give you an exercise of the week this week, and what we're going to go over with you is a couple basic exercises that I've talked about several times in our workouts of the week, and also in just some of the writings that I've done. I've had a few people ask me about what they are, and that's a planks and side planks. And a plank is actually a core stabilization exercise, both the regular planks and the side planks. And again, your core is all the musculature from here to your hips, basically, and all the way around. Okay. And when people talk about wanting to do ab exercises, if your core is not stabilized, you shouldn't be working on just your abs anyway. So this is kind of a starting point, and there's a lot of progressions that we can do with the plank. So Kelly's actually going to show you how to start this off. Okay. The first thing, if you're not able to do a regular plank or you've never done these before, how you want to start off is actually in a modified plank where your knees are on the ground, your toes are touching the ground, and you just hold yourself up, okay, on your forearms and elbows. Okay, you want everything straight. Kind of what the move is, what you're thinking about here is you want to think about that you're pulling your belly button to your back, to your spine. Okay, so you're tightening everything up in through there and squeezing your glutes. Okay, so that's your butt. All right, so you want everything straight. Once you progress to the point where you're able to move past that, the next progression is just you lift yourself up and everything's straight. Okay, forearms and elbows, toes on the ground, that's the only thing touching. You want to make sure that everything's straight. You don't want your back sunk down. Okay, you don't want your back arched like that. That puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. That hurts too much. If you push your butt up, okay, you're not doing anything for yourself. So you want to have everything straight. Again, belly button to your spine, tightening your glutes. Okay, side plank. Again, to start off with that, for the basic progression for that, you start off with your knees bent back, okay, and you're just going to lift yourself up on your forearm and elbow again, okay, on your knees, okay, so your hips will be slightly off the ground. Again, everything straight here, same thing. You want to think about tightening everything up, pulling your belly button to your spine, everything straight here. Once you progress to that, this is a regular side plank where you're actually on your ankles, okay, again, everything straight. You don't want to be, arched up, you don't want to be sunk down, you want to keep everything straight, okay. And so that's your side plank. There's a few different progressions that you can make from there. But for right now, just for starting off with that, if you want to include that in, actually that should be your only ab routine if you don't have core stabilization. When you start off, you want to do 8 sets of that, or 8 reps of that. Try to hold for 10 seconds at a time. And the first thing you want to do is work on the time for each one. So as you progress, 1 week, you do that, 8 reps, 10 seconds a piece. Next week, try to do 15 seconds a piece on each one, okay? And that's how you progress. Eventually getting up to where you do 30 seconds at a time with each one. And then there's actually different progressions that you can go off the plank from there. So that's it. That's your exercise of the week. Till next time, stay focused, stay fit.